Wow. Wow. What an experience I just witnessed. I know I'm late. I know I'm late to the party, but god damn, that movie was just okay. Welcome to Dark Rewind. And I love video games, but of course I love horror movies. And what's the perfect combination? A survival horror video game, or horror video game, however you want to put it. And one of my favorites, especially growing up, was Resident Evil. And man, over the years, I've grown to love Resident Evil more and more and more, and I played all of them, beat all of them. And I overlooked one thing. That was this bad boy right here. This mother movie right here. Resident Evil. I got it recently on Blu-ray, and I did watch it one time, a long time ago. I'm talking long time ago. It was on a bootleg VHS back when it first dropped, camera quality, and something was just a little off when I watched that movie. I remember the first thing that caught my attention was this. I seen the cover, and I seen the girl, and I seen the weapon in her hand, and I thought, what the hell? Then when I seen the trailer, there was these lasers, and everybody looked like they were in some type of building that wasn't in Resident Evil, the game. Okay. So it kind of worried me. So I didn't want to go to the theaters because I was like, I don't know what this is. This has Capcom's name on it. Years go by, and I kind of just, life goes on. I moved on, didn't see none of the other movies, and just said whatever. Didn't really care too much about it. But now it's like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna watch the Resident Evil movie. And let me show you what I feel about this. This is the easiest way to sum it up. Here you go. You guys wanna know what I think of Resident Evil on Blu-ray? This movie fucking sucks. Why do I think it sucks? Well, I guess we'll start with the basics. So I have a lot of friends that actually love this movie. Okay, so it helped me. It helped when I was watching this movie. I was like, okay, what are they seeing that they're enjoying here? Because this isn't a Resident Evil movie. This is not a horror movie either. That was the other thing that threw me off, because Resident Evil the game is a survival horror game. And yes, there's guns, but you're surviving. You're not really, you know what I'm saying? Like it's more horror than action. A lot more horror, from the atmosphere, the music, the enemies, the jump scares, the gore, the horror. That's Resident Evil the game. And now you got the movie, which is the opposite of everything that the game represents. It's kind of like a movie that just takes place in the Resident Evil world ish. And I feel like the movie was just mistitled. I think if it was called Operation Raccoon City or Umbrella Corps, then it would make a lot more sense. Then I could judge it totally different, because then it would make sense for the approach that it took. It's not even really like a good zombie movie, to be honest. Like I don't know, but my friends did say, like, they're like, oh, it's badass and I enjoyed it and you had to be there. And I get all that. But the thing that kind of struggles me, like, what I struggle with that is, like, okay, in that era, we were watching like Spider-Man and The Matrix, Blade. This is nowhere near, this was in that budget range, but nowhere near as good as those movies. And then on a horror aspect, it wasn't that either. And as a video game movie, what source material? You know? Then I heard Mike Epps is in like a future title. I said, where's Mike Epps in the game? So I just, you know what? Whew. This movie fucking sucks. I don't understand the direction that they went with Resident Evil. I could see maybe how people enjoyed it. It was probably really cool. But there's one thing about this movie that is 10 out of 10. Soundtrack. The soundtrack is phenomenal. I love the soundtrack of this movie. The bands they picked were just, the songs, everything was bangers. It was actually, today in 2025, I'm like, damn, okay. It was definitely fire, but the movie was just garbage, bro. Like, the zombies looked at garbage. Like, everything was just garbage. The CGI, well, I'm not gonna judge the CGI too harshly because it's 2025, but it was just, I don't know, man. It was like nothing Resident Evil about it besides Umbrella, T-Virus, the 2 liquors that are in there, and a couple of dogs. That's the only thing remotely Resident Evil about it. Spoiler alert. If anything, saver alert. I'm saving you if you haven't seen it. Don't watch it. It's fucking garbage. Unless you're into action movies. And you're into very high budgeted, but it wants to act like a B budget, but it's a AAA budget movie. I'm not feeling it. That shit fucking sucks, bro. This is not Resident Evil, okay? It's not Resident Evil. And I will not watch the rest of this series of movies. If you guys want me to watch and review this shit, you have to send it to me. Or send me a digital code. That's the only way I would even think about watching it, because someone really wanted to see me get pissed at wasting my fucking time. You want me to show you the video again? Let's watch it. Let's run it back. You guys want to know what I think of Resident Evil on Blu-ray? This movie fucking sucks. That's real. That's real. I immediately ejected that shit as soon as I hit credits. And it was like, wow. Wow. They really thought that was they didn't think. They didn't think. I'm not here to pop off. I'm not here to pop off on every movie. I actually have a very passive look at horror movies, but this isn't a horror movie. So I feel like I can pop off. It's a waste of my fucking time. It's a fake. It takes place of a fake horror movie. It should be a horror movie. It shouldn't be this. This cast, these 2 women. No. I don't want to watch the rest of this shit. Anybody want to have this? First giveaway on the channel. If you would like this copy right here, I will send it to you. Comment below and I'll choose somebody. Some lucky winner can get a copy of Resident Evil. I don't give a fuck. This shit sucks. Seriously, like, man, this, so I do want to say, like, the people that do like this movie, you're not in the wrong, okay? But at least can we come to the middle ground and say, look, it's a bad video game movie. It's one of the worst video game movies, because on the rate of, like, on the whole, like, source material rating part of video game movies, it's like a 0. Besides the title and Umbrella, 0. Sorry. House of the Dead, one of my favorite video games, has a horrible movie, but at least it rates higher in the video game movie tree to me. Sorry, it's fun, it's entertaining. It might be trash, but it's entertaining. They didn't take themselves too serious, or the budget, and it's kind of has actual video game footage in it. So sorry, not sorry. This movie sucked. But if you do enjoy it, you're not in the wrong. You just, like, you have nostalgia. You probably went to the movies to see this and you're really hype, and it probably was cool because you were into the flashy slow motion dog kicking movies, you know. Or you had a thing for Michelle Rodriguez or Mila Jojovic. I forgot her name, but yeah, I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan. I think Resident Evil should have definitely stuck to the source material. You know, a mansion, you know, some type of mansion or some type of scenery from the game would have been cool. Music from the game would have been cool. Just something to kind of be like, there's the moment from the game that the gamers, the fans of Resident Evil could recognize. But you know, I hear a lot of they purposely made it like this, so that's why I'm judging it. Like they did this on purpose, and I'm like, wow, that's wild. But I definitely don't recommend this movie, and I guess unless you're just like into action movies and you're okay with 2000s action movies that don't age well. It just didn't age well as well either. But I could kind of look past that because I watch a lot of cheesy B-movie 70s and 80s horror movies that have very bad effects, kills, screams, camera angles, movie errors. I'm into a lot of those movies as well. And I could look past it because it's fun. But this is just kind of, I don't know, I feel like they really tried hard and spent a lot of money and really thought they had a banger here. And obviously there is a banger. You know what? Obviously it's a banger to somebody because they kept making these movies. There's more of these. If this was the only one, I would be 100% right. But there's more. There's fans of this. There's people that go out and see these movies. So there's obviously somebody here that's watching this shit. But it won't be over here on Dark Rewind. Nope. Sorry. Not sorry. 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10, and it only gets a 2 because of the soundtrack. That's it. And on that note, thanks for watching. If you're new here, like and subscribe, and I'm gonna leave you guys out one more time. You guys wanna know what I think of Resident Evil on Blu-ray? This movie fucking sucks. Sucks.